Alright, hello and welcome back to Ashgabat Cat, so let's play that. Today, we're playing Looter Lander 2. Moon Patrol 2. It's crazy now. I'm kidding. This game is actually called Horizon, but if you told me that this was Moon Patrol 2, I would completely believe you. And you know what? Frankly, I think I would love it, because I've come to realize recently, Moon Patrol might be one of my favorite games of all time, and so taking a look at this, maybe this will be the favorite. And in we go. Yeah, you can really tell it is the Moon Patrol guys, because they even label everything by letters or numbers. Although here, the letters are far less inscrutable. So the controls are very reminiscent of Moon Patrol, i.e. exactly the same. One button does everything you want, and the other buttons do not. You can go on 3 panes, which does mix things up a little bit. It does not seem... Nope. Whoa. Well, okay, what pane you're on certainly matters for the red cars, but it doesn't actually seem to matter so much for the aliens, which, frankly, is probably the best way to set it up. Like, I don't know why you would set it up any other way. I mean, yeah, sure, you might be tempted to follow in the lines of realism, and it's like, oh, well, if you're in a different pane, you can't shoot the aliens. But we don't design games for realism, we design games for funism. Oh, I guess the O was just a mile marker, not actually a power-up. But anyway, no, we design games for fun here, and it is not fun to not be able to hit those aliens like 90% of the time, or I guess a third of the time? Either way, that would be crazy. Plus 2, like, how would you even be able to do the depth perception on this game? I mean, yeah, you could scale it out, and it's like, you could do it technically, but as a human, how are you expected to be able to, like, actually be able to tell, like, what pane they're actually in? That sounds like a nightmare. Although, it is kind of fun. Oh, the aliens chase you in panes. So it's like the best of both worlds. So they can show off that, hey, they can actually get some super scaling sprite action going on. But also, at the same time, then you don't have to deal with their nonsense. If there was a continue feature, I believe I missed it. It's okay, I didn't make that much progress. Wait, so what was that about O's? Because everywhere I look at the top of the screen, there is absolutely no mention of an O. Also, just like Moon Patrol, you can't actually shoot their shots. Also, like Moon Patrol, it is really hard. So, okay. I'm still a little torn on the red cars. Like, do you want to go all out and try to destroy them, or do you want to try and play it safe? Because it looks like, yeah, I mean, it happens once, it's a coincidence, happens twice, you're getting suspicious, happens 3 times, it's a gameplay mechanic. Those cars, 3 times, they've gone to the left of the screen and then driven back and ambushed me from the left side of the screen, so I guess I have to count on that happening, but it's a little cumbersome though, because there is that sort of transfer time between the planes, so it's a little tricky to be able to get the cars, although what you can do is you can kind of trick them. Oof. But I mean, again, once something can be predicted, it can be mastered. Although, I was playing Moon Patrol recently, and that one, the version I had infinite continues, so that was pretty fun. This version does not have any sort of continues, unfortunately. Although, also, the version of Moon Patrol I was playing, like, basically went through some sort of training level, and, like, I had only ever played that training level, apparently, and I thought that was the entire game. So here we are, and it's like, maybe there is a grown-up mode of this version, too, and it's like, oh man, that is something. Yeah, I will say, they did kind of spice up the gameplay in a certain sense, because, I mean, the thing about Moon Patrol is, like, you don't have to do a whole lot all the time. You can kind of get away with just shooting all the time and jumping when you feel like it. Whereas this game, it's like, you really have to keep your eyes open and be paying attention to those, oh man, new enemy hazards. Those road hazards will be the death of you, I swear. Running out of fuel will also be the death of me, but at least that is a delayed death. What the heck? So stupid bugs can like bounce around and also cause mischief? Well, I'll play this game multiple times. Anything for my new favorite game. Have you noticed the background is just solid black, though? It's kind of a little bit sad that, like, You had games like Scramble and Space Invaders. Well, not Space Invaders, but what was it, Galaga? Who would at least pretend like there was something going on in the background. But you've got like this game that is just a little bit too no nonsense, and it's like, nope, we're gonna play it straight. In space, nothing happens. There's no random reflective moonlight from all the various celestial bodies. That's a fiction propagated by fiction artists who they need to make it look good, but they don't necessarily need to make it look practical. This is just nonsense. The red card is just mirroring all of my movements. Holy cow. Oh my God. It's actually kind of making it easy to dodge the aliens, but like, this is no way to live. And now we're on to worse the red cars. Man, I liked it back when our threats were mostly human-based. Oof. Every single life, I learn a new thing about this game. It's unfortunate that there's no continue feature, because then I don't get to make any use of it, really, but... well, it's all about the... This doesn't seem like a winnable situation. So basically, I have to play chicken with a bug. And let me tell you, those bugs, they don't feel fear. I don't think I can beat them. I don't think I can beat them. So how do I, like, not get stuck in that situation? I don't know, actually. Okay. No. I mean, it probably wouldn't have worked anyway, but... okay. I know I don't always beat these games. / absolutely never. But those freaking bugs, that seems like a very achievable goal. I should be able to get to, like, 2, at least. So, what would I want in a Moon Patrol 2? I mean, I can't say I necessarily expected it to be like this game, but at the same time, like, this game does have a lot of good things going on about it. Yeah, I don't know. What would you do, Lunar Lander 2? Or Moon Patrol 2? Man. Moon Patrol, Lunar Lander, Celestial Body Verb. I mean, it's just too ubiquitous a combo. Those land targets, though, that really does kind of up the danger. Well, I wonder if people... I mean, Irem made Moon Patrol, and they're just like, man, this game is great, but it's too easy. People are just beating it left and right. They're not giving us enough credits. And by extension, those arcade owners are not giving us enough credits. You know what we need to do? We need to make it significantly harder, borderline impossible. And it's like, yeah, Lunar Lander is like a nice, easy, fun game. This is a game that's more like what people think of when they think of arcade games, where it's like super immensely difficult. Oh, you can shoot the bugs while they're in the air. Okay, that's unfortunate, because they're coming from the air all the time. Man. I don't know if this game is necessarily designed to be fair and balanced. You see that with the bug? Like, the bugs move like 5 times faster than you. It is not exactly a fair fight. I mean, all you can do is fight with, like, foreknowledge and human ingenuity, but, I mean, this is, like, what, the 4th time I've played this? 2nd time I've encountered the bugs? Seriously? Like, I don't know that I've got enough of that stored up yet. Oh, jeez. And you've got the aliens just being this persistent menace. They're not even that dangerous. All you have to do is, like, move left and right a little bit. But, like... You're also incentivized to shoot them. Not really by any sort of gameplay mechanic, but like just sort of a natural human bloodlust. You're just motivated to destroy them. But ultimately, it's just kind of like a distraction. I mean, I guess this game is ultimately just patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. And I mean, it's not impossible, but it's designed to be hard for a reason. It just tosses a whole bunch at you. Man, I'd be a little bit surprised, like, if anybody was able to just beat this game on pure reflex. Now, that being said, I'm pretty sure if you kind of, like, memorized it and, like, came up with a pattern or came up... yeah. Well, because, I mean, it's not so hard. You might do, like, a figure 8 here or something like pop, 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 move, pop, 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 move, pop, 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 move. And you get kind of into the strategy of it. Move. Well, maybe there is a pattern to this game. I don't usually try to think my way through games, but maybe I should more often. Hey, I see you. I see you. You can't sneak up on me. Oh, that's beautiful. Huh. Also, this was Irem. Far before their In the Hunt days, but even still, you can definitely see they've got some skill to it. Oh, so the bugs are able to also change planes and make my life miserable. Oh, well, that bug just got dumb. And the worst part is you change planes in slow motion, so it's like, you know that's not going to end well, and yet you have to watch all 5 seconds of it. Not ending well. Okay. Why am I so concerned about fuel? I need to worry more about immediate threats. Okay. That bug is a future threat. This bug. Easy. Oh man, I wonder if the fuels are predictable because they seem like a real hassle to get otherwise. Okay. So what are you supposed to do? Like scare the bugs and then... I mean, I will say I have lost a little bit of patience. How does a tracked mode gamer do it? He doesn't. I don't know why I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Those bugs are impossible. Well, Horizon 1985. 85. Well, Moon Patrol might have been like 82 or something, so I guess that's not terribly surprising, but 85, dang. Because on one hand, you've got like parallax scrolling. On the other hand, you've got that completely black background all the way back there. So, oh my gosh, they send robot bug tanks to fight you. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like they had a brainstorming session after Moon Patrol, and they're just like, how do we make this game as hard as possible? And it's like, oh my god. They just implemented every single idea they could come up with. It's like, oh, let's have bugs that like take multiple hits to destroy and you can barely touch them from the air. Also, let's include random pillars. Also, let's include bug tanks. Also, let's include enemies coming down from above and trying to abduct you. And it's like, geez, man, got any other terrifying ideas? Or no, they're like, okay, so how should we space them out? It's like, okay, one on one level, one on another level, one on another level. And the guy's like, no, man, all at once. All at once. And the other guy's like, calm down there. And so they compromised. First level is just that annoying red car. Second level, it's like the borderline impossible bugs. Third level, everything else, baby. Welcome to the rest of your life. Oh man. That is interesting. So is this game my new favorite game? I don't know. It depends. It doesn't have to be a game that I beat. That's my new favorite game. But it's about now that I realize that Twinkle Star Sprites actually might have been my favorite arcade game. So sorry, Horizon, you might be out of the running. And on that note, this cat's got a scat.